Hello everyone, this is our last lab and assignment. In this lab, we use Union SQL injection attack technique to get access to the target account. This lab is a little bit complex comparing to the one that we did last time. However, for using my step-by-step instruction, you can successfully complete the assignment. Okay, let's get started. First, we need to open our burp suite. This is our burp suite. We don't need it. Okay, so this is your burp suite. Go to proxy, then go to your assignment. This is your assignment. Access the lab and click the corporate gift. Let me go back to burp suite. So as you see, I captured these three. So let's go and send this one, category equal to corporate gift. This is the page that we opened. Let me send. We need to send this to repeater. Okay, repeater. Look at the first line. Category equal to corporate gift. This is a parameter. The first thing that we often do is identifying parameters that communicate the back end. This is the most critical step. If you want to exploit the database, the system using a Union SQL injection attack technique, one of the first things that you need to do is identifying the parameter. This parameter is the one that the middleware use to generate a SQL statement that goes to the back end. This doesn't go straight to the back end. As we discussed before, dynamically, the middleware, based on this parameter, creates a statement, a SQL statement, because the database understands on the SQL statement. So the middleware generates a SQL statement based on this parameter, and that SQL statement goes to the backend, and the backend executes that SQL statement. So understanding this parameter is very critical. This is the most important first step. So let me show you the SQL statement that the middleware generates based on this parameter. Based on my observation and experience, the SQL statement looks like this. Select from category table where category equal to, what is the category here? Category equal to corporate gift. This is now the SQL statement that this parameter generates. Based on this parameter, the middleware generates this statement, and this is the statement that's going to be executed by the backend database. Okay. Our goal is to figure out the password and username. So the question is, how can we do that? The answer is by using a union-based SQL injection attack technique. So what we need to do here is, using a union operator, we will add another SQL statement, another query that goes to the backend with this SQL statement or queries. As we discussed before in the classroom, union operator allows us to combine two and more different SQL queries, and we can put this together and we can send them to the backend to be executed. That is what we are going to do now. Before we do that, we need to know that there are very critical two rules or criteria that determines the success of Union SQL injection attack. Remember, for a Union query to work, these two key requirements or rules must be met. The first one is the individual queries. This individual queries. Now we are going to add another query by using union operator. Each individual query must return the same number of columns. That is the first rule. The second one is the data type in each columns must be compatible with the individual queries. The data type in each column must be compatible between the individual queries. So one, each queries must return the same number of columns. Second, the data type should be the same. So these two criteria or requirements must be met. Okay, let me add another query using union operator. Union. Okay, select, then dash, dash. There you go. At this point, there are two important steps that we need to complete. The first one is we need to figure out the number of columns. The second one is we need to determine the column type. So the question that we may ask at this point is how can we figure out the number of columns? The answer is by using order by clause. Let me type that here. So by incrementally changing this number, we will be able to identify the number of columns. When we execute it, if we get a successful message, it means the column exists. If system errors you out, if you receive an error message, it means that column doesn't exist. Order by 2, order by 3. So what we do is, just until we get an error message, we can incrementally, change the number, and that way we can determine the number of columns. So let's go and execute this. As we know, URL cannot contain a space. Plus class. Okay. Remember, you need a single quote here. Then let me send this. Okay, it means column 1 exists. 2. Okay, so column 1 and 2 exist. Let me try column 3. If column 3 exists, I will get okay response. If not, I will get 500 error response. Okay, 500. So it means we have only 2 columns. So now we figured out the number of columns. The next step that we need to complete is determining or figuring out the data type. How do we figure out the data type? What we need to do is select here. Let's assume that the data type is string. We can use other characters if we suspect the data type is different. But in this case, let's just assume the data type is string. This is what we are going to execute. Here we have, okay, union. Please make sure that everything is correct here. Otherwise, you will get an error message. Doesn't work. Double check. Okay, plus we need another plus here. Okay. So when we execute this, if we get okay, we can determine that the data type is string. If not, we'll get again an error message. So let me go ahead and execute this. Okay, so look what we are going to get here. That's really very important. We determine the data type based on this information. So let me this. Okay, it means there is something wrong. Let's go back and check. Okay, so I see here we Okay, I see. So yeah, it should be plus. This one, okay, I got also another. Okay, so it should be like this. Okay, yeah, all looks good now. So make sure that just you are using this this correct syntax. I'll post this on Canvas. Okay. Okay. So now we got a success response. It means the data type is string. Now what we are going to do is we go ahead and try to retrieve the username and password. That is the last step. So this is how we are going to do that. It looks like select username, password from what? From users table. So this is the again. Make sure that everything is correct. Otherwise, we will get an error. Okay, I think all looks good. Okay, okay, looks great. Let me go ahead and send this. There you go. We got a success message, which means the exploit workers. We successfully managed to exploit the database, the system. Now we can go and look for username and password. Down here, account. Okay, yeah, this is the username and this is the password. This is how we use Union SQL injection attack technique. As you see, we have successfully managed to gain access to the administrator account using a Union SQL injection attack technique. Yeah, that's all.